enter that side of the stage, and the mayor will greet you here at the table. Andrea Smith, at this time, we'll call on a group of our teachers who would like to participate in the presentation of the Citizenship Award for their team. So if you would come forward, please. This is from the Gemini team, ready to honor the students who have excelled. But I want to say a word about the entire class. We recently received our state writing scores back, and this class increased the writing scores from the previous class by 12 points. Now that may sound like a small amount, but to even increase a standardized test score by 3 points is doing quite well. So they have really performed well in their writing this year, and they're to be congratulated. So at this time, we have another very special guest who's with us today, who took time out of his busy schedule, and he also has some other things on his agenda this morning that he has to get to. But our superintendent of schools, Mr. Laney Benson, is with us to present 2 awards, actually, and we will give them at the same time. This is the Honor Award, Academic Honor Award, but these students also qualify for the Presidential Academic Fitness Award, which means that they will receive both a certificate and a pen presented by Mr. Benson. So Mr. Benson, if you would come at this time and present those awards. Meyer. Andy Wilson. Brenda Taylor. Chris Gant. Both come at the same time to be presented, Jenny Daniel and Josh Middlebrooks.
Of the faculty of the 8th grade, I welcome all of you. Before I present the Language Arts Awards, earlier this week, one of my students said to me, "Mrs. Patchett, if anybody on this floor deserves a medal, it is Mrs. Hasty." Would Doris Hasty please come forward? The Improvement Award for Language Arts goes to a very special young man. He has only missed one day of school this year and gave more than 100% every day he was here. Would William Turner please come forward? The following students have maintained an average of 93 or better for every 6 weeks this year. Please hold your applause until I've called each name. Would like each student to come up, please. Chris Gant, Brian Turnmeyer, Candy Wilson. For the year was Chris Gant. For our reading awards, the Improvement Award goes to a young man who improved his skills while improving us with his dedication and his good humor and his presence. Would Jeff Wells please come forward? These young people maintained an A average, 93 or above. Please come forward as I call your name. Jackie Klein, Melissa Fry, Chris Gant, Kyle Hawkins, Don Oswald, Brian Turnmeyer, Jeff Wells, and Candy Wilson. Jackie Klein. For the Mercury team, these young men have maintained a 93 plus average for the entire year in social studies. Chris Gant and Brian Turnmeyer. And the one with the highest average, Brian Turnmeyer.
Mercury team has selected 2 students which have shown a great deal of improvement in the areas of mathematics and pre-algebra. I would like to invite these 2 students to come to the platform to receive their certificate. Tony Rogers, in the area of mathematics. Gerald Cummings, in the area of pre-algebra. In the area of mathematics, we want to recognize several students who have been outstanding. This does include the mathematics area and the pre-algebra area as well. These students please come forward. Kim Schrum, Jackie Klein, Chris Gant, Kyle Hawkins, Brian Turnmeyer. Mathematics, the student with the highest average to receive the medal, Kim Schrum. Algebra, these students have maintained a 93 plus average. That'll be the remaining students that you see here. And we have 2 that were so close, less than 0.5 of a point for an overall average. to give each one of them a medal this morning in that recognition, and that is Jackie Klein and Chris Gant.
Welcome to all parents and friends. We are glad you could come and join us on this special day. This has been a busy week, not only for the 5th grade students, but the teachers, staff, and everyone who has attended North Rossville Elementary School. This school will close after today, and all that will remain are the memories in our hearts, and boy, do I have some memories. This 5th grade class will not only leave memories of the last class to graduate, but we will be taking on a new road of challenges for the future. As I welcome you today, I hope you will enjoy our program, and I thank each and every one of you for being with this class as we celebrate 1993 graduation from North Rossville. Thank you.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now say the pledge to the Georgia flag. I pledge allegiance to the Georgia flag and to the principles for which it stands, wisdom, justice, and moderation.
We had awards day yesterday and they received all their certificates, but we would like to recognize a few people this morning. These are the people listed on the right-hand side of your program. First of all, we're going to recognize the perfect attendance people. And if you'll hold your applause till I call all of them, and you please stand, students, as I call your name. Leslie Gant, Brittany Hamilton, and you may notice that even though we've been a big class, we have worked fairly hard. We have 5 people on the star roll. I would like to recognize that at this time. That means they have an A average in every subject for the year. Leslie Gant, Eric Johnson, T.J. Moore, Justin Wood, Amanda Wright. And then we have 12 people who are on the honor roll. And that means they had an A and B average in every subject for the whole year. And those people are Dustin Boyle, Jason Hale, Brittany Hamilton. Timothy Huggins is not with us today, but he did have that honor roll average. Erica Johnson, Matt Lloyd, Beth Payne, Richard Ryan, Nick Webster, Robin Weinberg, Amy Williams, and Anthony Yancey.
Dr. Eric Johnson. And the highest average goes to Justin Wood.
It's your land, it's living life.
years ago, was in middle school, but we just have enjoyed working with her so much. We appreciate all she did for our class, and especially right now, we appreciate her, and I just want to make sure all of you parents know how much she has helped your children with music in the last couple of years. Maybe we should give her a hand right now. Now, this next thing we're going to give is the Presidential Academic Fitness Award. And if you don't know what that is, the United States government does this with all the schools in our country. We have to look back at the children's records for their whole time in elementary school. And during all those years, they had to have a B average, and they had to test out in the 80th percentile. And since we don't take tests every year anymore like we used to a few years ago, we have to go back and look at the third grade tests. So what your child did on a third grade test, if they did well, that shows up today. But anyhow, these they don't have programs yet, and that was for a good reason. They didn't know who was getting all of these different awards, but they will have a program when they get back to their room. But we have 12 people in our school who achieved that, and that's very good for a class of 5th graders. And I'm going to call their names now, and they get a certificate, and it does come from the United States government, and I'm going to give out these little pins to them. And Ron's going to help me, and that'll be great. Okay, the first person is Dustin Boyle. Leslie Gann. Jason Hale. Eric Johnson. Erica Johnson. Matt Line. TJ Moore. Richard Ryan. Amy Williams. Justin Wood. Amanda Wright. Last one was Tim Huggins, and that's the boy who's absent today.
At this time, I would like to introduce a gentleman from Modern Woodsman who's going to present some awards for essays. And Modern Woodsman really helps out the schools. They do a great deal for the schools. And Ronnie had a daughter here, Mandy, and now she'll be going into Richland, or she is at Richland now, being in 10th grade next year. So,
Modern Woodman, I'd like to thank Mr. James for letting us bring this program to North Rossville. They're good programs, the kids seem to enjoy them. I thank Ms. Boswell for her interest and dedication in trying to teach our kids better communication skills. Also, I thank all the children who participate. There's a fun program that seem to enjoy, and we hope we can continue this in other schools. And we're sorry that North Rossville's not going to be here. It's been here a long time. Our third place winner will be Justin Wood.
Making a difference can mean anything. Doing laundry to helping the nation get right. Right now, our world has many problems, maybe more than ever before, but I can make a difference, so can you. I'm involved in many activities which make a difference in other people's and our lives. One of these is the Boy Scouts of America. An example of their work is the food drive from Scouting for Food. All the food collected is taken to the needy in the area. In case of an emergency, Boy Scouts have taught me to be prepared to make a difference by doing CPR, proper treatment, protect the burns. I can make a difference by helping the people that need it, whether it's a friend or a complete stranger. Setting an example is important. This is not a new idea. It is as old as the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If everyone would do this, we'd all make a difference. Being a consumer is something most kids don't worry about. They should. You can get more for your money's worth this way. By buying things made in the USA, you can help the economy by creating new jobs. I learned about this at the 4-H consumer judging contest. I learned to compare products for value and quality before making a purchase. Making a difference isn't something that comes once in a lifetime. I learned to make a difference every day in school. One school program is DARE. It tells us not to use drugs. People who use drugs make a difference, a bad one. DARE does not want us to be like them. To make a difference is not to make a difference. It's not the question. Everyone makes a difference. The question is to make a good or bad one. I want to make a good difference.
We go to Matt Law.
I can make a difference. When I was 2 years old, I found out that I could make a difference. There was a boy in my daycare that had to drink tea instead of milk in his bottle. His name was David. I felt bad for him. Every day that I could, I brought him bananas from home to give to him. This would make him happy because he was so hungry. Also, there was a little girl who was always crying because she was lonely. I gave her my very special toy. This made her feel better. Even if I can hardly remember these days when I was little. When I hear about them, it makes me feel good. The spirit of giving, I made a difference. A few years later, when I was in kindergarten, I found out that I could make a difference by giving friendship. There was a boy named Danny. He was wild and hyper because I was quiet and shy. Teacher sat him by me. Then we became friends and he started getting calmer and listening to the teacher. I found out that the attitude of friendship, I made a difference. This year, I found out I could make a difference on my basketball team. There were 2 boys on my team who had attitudes. They always wanted the ball, and whenever they got it, they would never pass it to a teammate. They would always get mad when they lost. So they quit in the middle of the season and left us with only 5 players. I know that even if I don't win, we have fun and we learn about basketball. I found out that if I don't quit and if I have a good attitude, I can set an example for younger kids. That's how I can make a difference. Even though I'm only 11, these things I've learned will help me when I'm grown. Life can be hard sometimes, yet with an attitude, giving friendship, and good sportsmanship, I can make a difference in my country and in my school. If each person will make a small difference in their community, we can all make a big difference in the world. Thank you.
And our first place winner this year is Leslie Camp.
I can make a difference. I might not be able to solve all the world's problems, but I can do many things to make a difference. I can start in my own home and community. Anything I do will not make the headlines of our newspapers, but it will make a difference in someone's life. In my home, I can do many things to help my mother and dad. I can fold laundry and hang up clothes. I'm old enough to operate the clothes washer and dryer. I can dust and vacuum my room and other parts of the house. I often do these things now that my mother works outside the home. I can earn an allowance, which gives me money to spend for things that I want. It also gives my mother more free time to spend with her family. I can do community work also. I can visit elderly friends in their homes or in nurseries. If they need anything done, such as house cleaning or errand done, I can do this for them. This means a lot to older people who are not in good health. It also makes me feel good when I help them. Our church keeps a food pantry, which is used to help families in our community. I help by contributing food for my Sunday school class. My family and I also donate food to the Chinese Food Bank and provide toys and clothes for children at Christmas. This may not be much considering all the needy people in the world, but it makes a difference to those who receive our help. I can also make a difference in the environment. My family and I recycle our plastic, glass, aluminum, and paper. We donate them to the Warner Park Recycling Center, which benefits the petty goods.
By doing this, we keep our environment cleaner, save some of our natural resources, and also help the animals. These are some ways I can make a difference every day. I can meet the needs of other people, set a good example for my friends, and gain self-fulfillment. Each of us should do something every day to make a difference in our world. Thank you.
These are students who are good citizens to their teacher, but they are also good citizens to each other, and they have to live with each other. So, first of all, the students voted on the Citizenship Award, and then the teachers made the final decision. But the two students who won the Citizenship Award, Amanda Wright and Anthony Nancy. Call out your names in just a minute.
Chris Polk. Lester Polk. Joshua Dodson. had this hanging in the school for 4 or 5 years, and I thought we might just give it to one of these 5th graders. Probably in the next 7 years, they would be able to use this pencil until it was not much left. This is a real pencil. So one of you will get this to take with you. We're going to draw a name in just a minute. As you know, in the year 2000, this group, I started with this group at North Rossville 6 years ago. Some of this group, not all of this group. This is their 6th year, and this will be a first. There'll be a first of a group in the 21st century to graduate from high school. So they have a last year to be in the last 5th grade class at North Rossville, and one of the first groups in the 21st century to graduate from high school. When you think about the 21st century, that's not very far off. So many years ago, when I used to think about that, that was a long way off, but it seems closer and closer. So this time we'll draw a name and then we'll let Richard and those people close up. This lady says this is her lucky day. I'd like to take her to Las Vegas today. Amy Williams.
For all of us going to Rossville Middle School, and I congratulate you on becoming a boy. I'd like to give a special thanks to all of our room members, especially Mrs. Yancey. All of our room members have done a wonderful job at planning and helping out the events that we've had. I'd like to give another special thanks to our principal for all the things and all of our teachers for all the hard work that they have done. Now I'd like to present something to my teacher. Of all the days at North Rossville Elementary, this has surely been my favorite. Thank you for coming to our program today, and may all your memories of North Rossville Elementary be good, and refreshments will now be served.
Hey, get the coattail, Wade.
No, hey!
Trying to come up with you, bro.
Where's my partner?
Here.